Anyways, all right. So now that we figured this out, let's figure more out. Let's see if we can see some articles. Maybe they tell us something about it. Let me see. Nintendo Switch 2 upload. Let's see. Leak. Photo Switch 2. Leaked Nintendo Switch 2 UI. Internal dev kit image. Let's have a look. Man, I hate Reddit, but here we are. Look at this though. The bevel is different, is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the same. Yeah. So this is it. Metroid Prime 4. It looks pretty standard. So the selected software, if this is real, is bigger, a little taller. I like that. On the top, games, Nintendo eShop apps. Nice. Bottom left, you see the battery level. Can we make it bigger? Yeah. Bottom left, you see the battery level. It's nice. Top left, we've got this. Top right, you've got... Yeah, it looks very clean. I mean, it's not like I need anything in particular when it comes to, you know, the UI. As long as it's clean. There is a little Metroid picture in the back. I like that. Samus still is one of my favorite women in video games. It's just badass. Very cool, very cool. All right, so that looks good. What's the source? Source was Trust Me Bro. Well, yeah. Very clearly fan made. Maybe this is fake, yeah. But if it is like this, I wouldn't be mad. It looks clean. So whoever did it knows what they're doing. They should hire them. So, Switch leak. Let's see, hardware perhaps. Details, let's go. Forbes. Oh, he's holding it. There we go. He's holding the original Game Boy. Here it is. Here we have it. I don't know why, but I always appreciate that. Hello, Rafael Urbanus. Let's see. Miyamoto the legend, yeah. All right, so what have we got? Let's make it a little bigger. Maybe it's a bit too much. That's good. The launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 is one of the most keenly anticipated events in gaming world, with many expecting the handheld device to be released this year. Well, now we know it is. How old is this? Does it say when it was released? Because I want to make sure this isn't like... well, we'll see. It's not long. Despite the Japanese company remaining largely quiet about its upcoming device, though, there have been an array of leaks and speculations about the consoles, and it's clickable. The latest of which came from CES, where an accessory manufacturer called Genki displayed an alleged mock-up of Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I think this is kind of old news. Oh yeah, there we go. New reports claim Nintendo Switch 2... Come on, Muppet. Let me read. I have to... There we go. New reports claim Nintendo Switch 2 will have PS4 Pro power with a catch. Hey, that's nice. PS4 Pro, I'd say that's great. I wonder how the samurai would feel about video games. Well, I guess... I don't know, maybe if we can explain them as a form of art, maybe they'd appreciate that. Yes, of course I've seen the Lord of the Rings mode selector, but I don't know the names of the actors. So if you tell me Aragorn, I know who that is. If you tell me Legolas, of course I know it's Orlando Bloom, but that's the only one I know. It's the only one I know. So it would be like, I don't know who Orlando Bloom is, but I know who Legolas is. That's how I am. I've never learned, because I don't care about VIPs, I don't care about actors, I don't care about famous people. The only reason why I know some of them, like, yeah, Johnny Depp, sure. But Johnny Depp is not Aragorn. So I don't know why you're saying that. Unless there's something I don't know, like a meme. Yeah, Muppet is a great expression. Exclusive invitation, save up. No, thank you. Alright, so Nintendo has joyfully refused to give any information about the Switch 2 all year long, always making it clear it would not be talking about it with any new presentation. So, naturally, there have been a million different leaks about what it looks like and how it will perform. The latest chatter, with admittedly nebulous sourcing that is being virally debated on social media, is that the Nintendo Switch will run at PS4 Pro levels of power, a significant leap from its current capabilities. Well, yeah, I mean, its current capabilities were pretty underpowered when it came out. Still a fantastic console, though. They kind of focused the budget on the stuff that really mattered, which are stuck in the PS3 era. Of course, that's still a generation behind, but given how the performance gap has narrowed between console generations, that will still be extremely impressive, despite the Pro being a decade old. The Pro is not a decade old. PS4 Pro is a deck. What is he on about? PS4 Pro didn't come out in 2015, right? But regardless, it's a handheld system. So it's not a fair battle. It's a handheld system that also has docked capabilities, but it still should be placed in comparison with other handheld systems first, and then of course with regular systems, particularly if you're on a budget and you can only buy one. It's nice to have comparisons side by side, I suppose. Yeah, right. The catch, however, is that the mode most people play the Switch in handheld would not have these same capabilities. Right, the PS4 Pro idea is for the Switch when it is docked, not when it's handheld mode. And that's close to base PS4 allegedly, but still decent. I mean, a handheld PS4 is great. I mean, even with the current one, the resolution output changes depending on whether it's handheld mode, which I believe is locked at 720p, and then you can only reach 1080p when you connect it to the dock. But then again, with a handheld, 720 is plenty if it's handheld. Does the OLED output 1080p in handheld mode? Maybe it does. I would have to ask the wife that, but let's hope it doesn't explode like his PS4. Well, yeah. Some are saying this is a bad, and it is not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. And it ignores what we just witnessed for the entire console generation. The Switch's power has come into play when it comes to some third-party ports, or things like the Pokemon series failing to even attempt to look good on the platform. But overwhelmingly, power has not mattered for the Switch when its stylized visuals on many first-party games do the trick. I agree. I mean, for porting, why would you play a Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch unless it's the only console you have? And if it's the only console you have, well, at least you have access to a game that you wouldn't have access to, given in a much worse condition, or like Red Dead Redemption or The Witcher 3 or what have you. Supporting, of course, it's not going to perform as well as the other consoles. But then again, I personally don't play the Switch for third-party games. I play the Switch for first-party games. I mean, Zelda Breath of the Wild was enough for me to buy. It was a system seller. I bought the Switch because of that game and Mario Kart 8. If you told me these are the only two games that will ever be released, I would still buy it. So it is what it is. 1080p as the max resolution of the base PS4, right? Yes, it is. PS4 level of performance, but only 720p. Well, no, I think I was talking about the regular Switch, the current one. This will be probably 1080p handheld, the Switch 2, 4K, either native or upscaled, depending on the game, I'm going to assume, when docked. That's how I think it's going to be a generational leap. Same for Tears of the Kingdom, absolutely. I still have to play Tears of the Kingdom, but I heard it's really, really good. Exactly, that's why I want one, the games, not the handheld aspect. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And in general, I mean, I think Breath of the Wild was a revolutionary game. It was great, and the reason why it looks gorgeous is because it's cel-shaded. But cel shading is a fantastic way to, like, I wouldn't play a cel shaded Resident Evil, but I'm absolutely going to play a cel shaded Zelda because it matches it well. In fact, if anything, it makes the graphic, or even Animal Crossing, these kind of games, cel shading works on certain titles. Some games can pull it off, like, what's the name of that game? Borderland did it. Very, very exceptional situation, though. I would never play a cel-shaded Call of Duty, let's make this clear. But cel-shading is great for titles that are released natively as first-party on the Switch and Nintendo consoles anyways, even all the way back to when they were using cel-shading with the GameCube for a couple of titles, and cel-shading is good. Some games just don't fit it, absolutely, yeah. But the Switch is, like, great at doing that. And then when you have a well-made cel shading, heck, if you give me a 4K native, very well-made 2D fighter or platform, I love it. And the Switch can pull those off fantastically. But yeah. Anyways, let's continue reading. As such, the underpowered quote unquote, Switch has now become the third best-selling system of all times with 146 million units sold, just 14 minutes away from the PS2 at number 1. Yes, I agree. Yeah, it's sold because of everything else about it. If anything, oh, that's it. Okay, yeah, that's what we've got.